of this particular show. And of course, today the show, the last bit has been such a participatory bit of the show. Today being that special day, we are talking about the issue of FGM, and of course, to be specific, ending FGM, cross-border FGM, to be specific. And so, remember, these are gentlemen that are very driven, of course, by that spirit to end FGM, especially in those regions that are still being considered as hotspots, despite the fact that FGM is illegal in Kenya, and despite the fact that it is that which is recognized as violation of human rights globally. And so, remember, there are various challenges, of course, that they go through, despite the fact that they are driven by that spirit to end FGM. Maybe some of the challenges that you people undergo in the fight against FGM, then as we come towards the closure.
Just to start, thank you very much for this another session. So I just want to say that last year when we were celebrating the zero tolerance day, not really last year, but it was in February this year, zero tolerance day for FGM, I think the theme was very, very clear: investing. I think even at home, when you want your kids to progress, you really need to invest to them in terms of giving them quality education. And that is an investment. When you want to do something good, you must invest in it, your time, resources, and all that. So I think major challenge for us as activists who are very, very, very fearless in terms of ending FGM is about resources. Resources to move, resources to help these girls, resources sometimes to constitute a very rapid rescue, something emergency to rescue the girls. And as we know that we don't have a rescue within the county, so resources. Number two is about trade. Activists are being seen like they're interfering with people's affairs, culture, and also peace at home. Not even at some point, I think now is when people are understanding us, and that's why you see that FGM now is going to a notch whereby there is some green light that at the end of the tunnel, that's
actually coming to an end.
So I think threats have been part and parcel of our lives, and that one any activist can tell you, not activists as here. When I talk to an activist, my fellow activist in West Pokot, Domtila, the same. When I speak to the one in Narok, Domtila, in Motian, the same. And the rest of the activists I know, and those we work with in Kuria. So that is an issue. Then the last one is about also implementation of policies. FGM Act is there, but we really need it to be implemented to the latter. And that's why last year, 2021, we really thank the magistrate, Miss Anne, who really helped us in terms of ensuring that these girls who were arrested in the practice of FGM in that particular time were not released back to homes. They were taken and being put to a safe space away from this county in Kisii. And that really helped in terms of the cases. So our focus was, what do we want? We want to end FGM. A perpetrator, a girl has been caught, FGM preparation is happening or already cut. Who is the perpetrator? We are not going to take that child back to their home, because at some cases, parents normally tell them that, go and say that, not my parents are not in me, and all that stuff. And that one has been really breaking the cases. But these cases that are going to be prosecuted this month, we are confident with them that that is going to sound as a warning to them. So basically that.
Maybe Ms. Agikawa shortly.
Yeah, in addition to what Vincent has said, is that we face, on my side, especially across the border, I've actually faced three major challenges. One, our borders are porous. We have porous border, where everybody moves in freely, in and out, goes in, left, right, center, because of our porous. The community are living together as a Korean community, but move in anyhow due to our porous border. Two, another issue is the case of policy. Migration policies, where the locals seem not to adhere to the migration authorities. Migration policies. as a result of maybe ignorance, or a result of maybe not knowing the really migratory policies. Another challenge is that is our, I was saying this challenge. The in addition to what Vincent has said, resources allocated to end cross-border FGM are inadequate, limited resources. Yeah, donors willing to support cross-border FGM cases are very few, and funding inter-countries becomes difficult. Sometimes it requires a lot of, it takes time before we counterattack the whole process. The whole process is fully done. Yeah.
So okay, maybe recommendation on all these challenges, then you will be giving the last remarks. Or Bishop, you have a challenge?
Okay.
Or they are already been exhausted?
Nafikiri kwamba langu la kuongezea ni moja, challenges ambazo tunakumbana nazo ni kwa upande wa mawasiliano kati ya wananchi na serikali. So saa zingine wakati mwingine mwananchi anaweza kupeana information kwa polisi. Kwa sababu ya delaying na hii mambo ya corruption, naambiwa kwamba gari halina mafuta. So unakuta kwamba ile delay, unakuta kwamba kuna kitu kinatendeka ambacho sio kizuri. Hiyo mimi ndio ninajaribu kuangalia kwamba please hiyo challenges ya mawasiliano ya mwananchi na polisi inakuwa shida wakati mwingine.
Okay, maybe recommendation, maybe support from these other state organs. What would you recommend, maybe Mr. Gikaro, on behalf of the party, because you work as one?
Well, this is a very good question. What has actually left now, especially in the Kurds community, is that we have to end cross-border FGM. If we actually want to end FGM, once we are done within our inland, in country, that is based within our border, then thanks to our president, he has announced presidential decree to end FGM.
Exactly.
Let's hope and pray that the other counterpart, the other president, the other side, is also following the same protocol by the president, so that we can cut these things once and for all.
Maybe your final remarks, Bishop.
Asante sana. Kwa sababu tunaonekana wazi na jambo ambalo nataka kutia watu moyo ni kwamba hata Mungu mwenyewe amezungumza mambo haya kwamba ni lazima tohara hii ikomeshwe. Ukisoma katika kitabu cha Tito 1 mstari wa 10 hadi 12, Tito 1 kwa Kiingereza ni
Titus,
yeah, 1:10 mpaka mstari wa 11. Nasema kwamba kwa maana kuna wengi wasiotii, wenye maneno yasiyo na maana, wadanganyaji, na hasa wale watohara ambao wapaswa kusikwa vinywa vyao. Hao wanawapindua watu wa nyumba nzima, wakifundisha yasiyo wapasa kwa ajili ya mapato ya aibu. Swala hili kwa ajili ya mapato ya aibu. Kuna pointi mbili hapo kwamba wanapaswa kusikwa vinywa vyao. Wakati wa tohara kunakuta kwamba kuna matusi yanafanyikaga, vitu vya aibu ambavyo sio vizuri. So unakuta kwamba maneno yanajitokeza, watu wanawawa, watu wanakatana, hata mapanga, unaona. So unakuta kwamba sasa rais wetu wa Kenya alisema hii tohara, hii mambo ya ukeketaji lazima itaisha. Na Mwenyezi Mungu amesema itaisha. Sisi kama kanisa tunasema itaisha. So na makundi yale ambao tumetokeza kupambana na hii swala la ukeketaji, tunasema kwa sauti moja kwamba itaisha. Kama Mwenyezi Mungu aliyetuumba amesema watu hao wasipo vinywa, sheria itawazima, maombi itawazima, na bidii ya watu kukataa kwa kushikana pamoja tutaizima. Kwa hivyo wananchi wajue kwamba hili swala la ukeketaji ni kinyume cha maandiko ya Mwenyezi Mungu na ni kinyume cha sheria ya Mungu. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much. Maybe Vincent, the very last remarks, your very last remarks, even as we come to the closure.
Thank you so much. Just to appreciate media, radio and TV, especially Africa, where you hosted us this breakfast morning.
Thank you.
That you played a critical role in terms of media to end FGM.
Thank you.
And for us as Tunaweza, for us as Tiniti, Bishop, and also organization that we work with and activists, we really appreciate the role of media in our society. And that's why we really tap on you in Kuria here to ensure that we further this conversation. I know there are people in Kuria who are listening, who are watching, and they're able to learn one thing or the other, and we have answered questions.
Exactly.
I wish next time could be like callbacks that will be able to engage with the listeners one-on-one, and we are looking forward for that. So that is it. But the last thing is, let us, ending FGM is a collective responsibility, and it needs all of us, media, the government, activists, whoever who is responsible. And anytime you've seen any violation of the child or any other person, be it FGM, be it harmful practice, or even child marriage that comes with FGM, I urge our listeners, I urge our those who are watching to report so that the situation can be handled very, very fast. At Tunaweza Empowerment Organization, we say that we envision a free, just, and transformed society.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming in time, and of course for making it a briefish, of course, for exhausting this entire subject of FGM. Of course, right now there are those who have gained at least a bit of the information that they were not having. Of course, information is power. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you. Welcome next time. Of course, those have been our guests today in the Breakfast Show live. Remember, in the third bit of the show, we've been talking about the subject of female genital mutilation, and especially ending cross-border FGM. Remember, that is one very significant subject of study. Remember, in the third bit of the show, Louis, we'll be talking about one subject of study. Today, it has been such a participatory bit of it, talking about ending FGM, especially cross-border FGM. Of course, you've seen the steps that are laid down, and of course they have been achieved. Some of them have been achieved, but the war still continues. Thank you very much for staying with us throughout the Breakfast Show first bit, second bit, and even the third bit of the show. I wish you a very good day. Remember to join me tomorrow again, once again, at exactly 7 o'clock in the AM for another Breakfast Show. My name is Evans Odhiambo. Have a nice day, and remember to stay safe. See you tomorrow.